Welcome to The Newsworthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We'll be talking about President Trump threatening to sue and the feds cracking down on pot. Plus, iguanas falling from the sky and the Powerball jackpot. All that and much, much more in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Friday, January 5th. You ready? Let's do this. President Trump is not happy with an upcoming book that doesn't put him in a great light. His lawyers have now threatened to sue a few different people involved with this book. First, Trump's former advisor Steve Bannon. He got a cease and desist letter. In other words, it says stop talking or else. Time reports the letter says Bannon signed a confidentiality agreement, so he's not allowed to say any of the things he said. But some experts argue that agreement may not hold up in court. Remember, excerpts from that upcoming book have quotes from Bannon saying pretty harsh words about the Trump family. The book is called Fire and Fury, Inside the Trump White House by Michael Wolff, and it's gotten a lot of attention lately. In fact, Fox News reports President Trump's lawyer also sent a warning letter to the book's publisher and author demanding they don't release the book at all. Well, they didn't like that. Variety reports they said the book will now come out today instead of waiting until next week like they had originally planned. Legal pot just got a little less legal. Attorney General Jeff Sessions got rid of a policy that told prosecutors to just leave it up to the states. As you know, marijuana is still illegal under federal law, but it's been generally allowed under some state laws, especially when the Obama administration said, follow state law and we, the feds, will likely leave you alone. In fact, recreational marijuana just became legal in California, and 29 states total, plus the District of Columbia, have at least legalized some marijuana, like for medical use. Well, it seems it's no longer as low risk to be in the pot biz. Prosecutors were just given the green light to enforce the federal law, no matter what the state says. For the first time in 2 years, officials from North Korea and South Korea will sit down to talk. The Guardian reports the meeting is scheduled to happen next week in a zone between the two countries. North Korea's leader first showed signs of being willing to chat again in the new year when he said they may send some people to the Winter Olympics in South Korea. So the talks will at least start out about the Winter Olympics, which are next month, by the way. Officials in South Korea, though, hope to talk about how to improve relations overall. Remember, things have gotten pretty intense between North Korea and the rest of the world, specifically the U.S. Some critics say, be careful. This sudden act of kindness may actually be North Korea's way of trying to divide South Korea and the U.S. All right, other things people may be talking about today. It's raining iguanas. Yes, an odd consequence from the cold temperatures in Florida is that iguanas get shocked, stunned by temperatures in the 30s and 40s, and they literally fall from the trees. They just can't move and can't hold on anymore. The New York Times says people from West Palm Beach to Miami know to look out for these reptiles. Some may die, but others will actually live. They'll look dead, maybe stiff and gray, but once it warms up, some will start moving again. As for the rest of the winter storm, get ready to be cold. Wind chills are expected to go below zero in several areas in the Northeast throughout the weekend. Already this week, snow and ice prompted thousands of canceled and delayed flights in the Northeast. Most at JFK in New York are expected to start up again today, though. The power is also out for thousands of homes. Now that the holidays and the holiday shopping are over, some retail stores are struggling. CBS News reports Sears Holdings is closing more than 100 stores between March and April, and that includes both Sears and Kmart stores. That's on top of another 250 stores that the company said last year it will close. And it's not just Sears. USA Today reports Macy's also said it's closing a dozen more stores, part of a plan to get rid of 5,000 jobs. Apple just confirmed its devices are affected by that security flaw too. Remember, the issue affects, well, most computers, and companies are scrambling to come up with a fix. There are two security flaws right now, known as Meltdown and Spectre. They may mean information in the computer processor is vulnerable to hackers. So far, no reports of hackers actually taking advantage of this. That's the good news. The bad news? A lot of computers are at risk. Mashable reports Apple released software updates already to fix the problems for some devices, but more updates are coming. Of course, as all of these companies release the updates to fix the issue for those particular devices, make sure you're downloading the ones that actually come from the company and not a scam that's trying to take advantage of this news story. Do you have a Powerball ticket? There was no winning ticket this week, so the Powerball jackpot went up to $500 million. $550 million to be exact. ABC News says that would make the 8th largest lottery prize in U.S. history. The next drawing is on Saturday night. Do you remember Animaniacs from the 90s? Well, the classic cartoon series is coming back, this time to Hulu. And Variety reports Steven Spielberg will be executive producer once again, just like he was back in the day. But you'll have to wait if you're a fan. New episodes start in 2020. And that's it. You are all caught up. Thanks so much again for listening. And don't forget to find me on Instagram at the NW Podcast. Be sure to tune in next week as well. I'll be announcing a giveaway, and we've got some amazing products someone will win. So more to come on that. For now, you can always read more about any of the stories we talked about today on thenewsworthy.com. Just click episodes and today's date. The Newsworthy is ready for you every weekday by 4 a.m. Eastern Time. So we will chat again on Monday. Have a great weekend.